Hey, what's up, guys? Blackout Bill here. Number project. We're gonna quick bang this one out. This is a 6 horsepower 1968 Evinrude, brought to me from a friend who is hoping to get on the water this season. We're gonna make it happen. The thing is clean as a whistle, which makes me suspect, but we're gonna figure out what's wrong with it. Take a look at it. 68 6 horsepower, a little thick on the throttle. Stupid things that are stuck and need to be freed up, but we want to get it running. That's the main goal. And it is very clean, not a lot of flaky paint, so it doesn't look like they overheated it, but it does look like they've worked on it. So the question of the day is, if they worked on it, couldn't get it running, why is that the issue? So we've already popped the flywheel to take a look at it. The magic of TV. And again, we have pretty standard, these might be original coils, I'm pretty sure they are, but clean set of points, clean as can be. They look to be new. Just like the last motor, we're going to check the points gap. We're going to make sure they're nice and clean. We'll check for spark. And then we have a standard issue carburetor without a high-speed jet, which makes it 10 times easier. Again, clean as a whistle. The gasket looks to be new, so I'm assuming there is a carb kit installed. Everything is greased up as if they were ready to run it, and then something happened. Question is what? Maybe they just broke the transom clamps and then just called it a day, and it sat in a barn for a couple of years. Fuel pump looks to be new. Fuel lines are definitely new. There is no reason why this motor shouldn't run. We'll check compression first and see where our underlying issue is. Stay tuned. Sub up if you haven't. Okay, so everything's working out great. We had to take the carb apart because when we were filling the bowl with fuel, it was popping out this hole, and that happens a lot when you have a bad needle and seat. So we had to get the carb off. Now, if you have this type of motor with this type of pull start, you don't have to remove the pull start. Just undo these bolts, and then you get a little bit of play here, and you'll be able to get to what is the throttle control, which we're trying to put together now. And then you can squeeze a wrench up into the side of it to get that carb nut and tighten it and loosen it as you need. So you do not have to pull the pull start. In any case, the carburetor, we put a new kit in it, stop the fuel from overflowing. Now the needle and seat are working properly. We tighten that nut. We're in the process of putting the throttle control lever in. Again, the pull start is just out and to the right. Once we get the throttle control in, we'll bolt the pull start back up and we'll give this puppy a start. Come here, Matthew, the master mechanic.
Oh, I have a Matthew too.
Ah, there you go. Well, you have 5 of them.
And my Matthew is also 4.
Nice.
Just turned 4.
So we fixed the carb issue. We're gonna start it up for the first time. I know we have spark. I know we have compression. All that's left is fuel, and hopefully she's getting it. That is just a squeaky problem. Which, give me the WD there. It's easily fixed. There's a lot of grease in this motor. Anytime you're faced with a greasy motor that tends to glue up, hit it with some WD. It'll free up like a charm. I'll fix your handle issue right now. I'll probably kill me. It's going to take a lot of this.
Okay. I'll keep working on it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you keep spinning it, keep spraying it. Gas, even new fresh grease might help. Where are all this stuff? Right at the start. There's no, well, there is a thermostat. It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hot yet. Watch out.
Because there was a little bit of a drip, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
It should be pouring out. I'm just gonna make sure that hose is in there.
So there's steam coming out the outlet.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's just exhaust from the motor. But what's hot is you feel it. Even the plugs are on it. This is hot.
Mm-hmm.
This is hot. So the block is hot.
Where is the water path that it follows?
It goes up those holes, up a tube. The tube goes straight up into the block, channels through the bottom of the block. I can actually get a block to show you the underneath of it.
Okay. And then it goes up to the top.
And then it eventually follows. Here's the thermostat, so it comes up through the thermostat, and then back down, and then out this blubber hole.
Okay.
So exhaust and water comes out of there on these older motors. There's no P stream. There's not a, there's not a hose or anything else where the water comes out of. I'm gonna start it right up. If it doesn't start pumping water, I'm shutting it down. 100% is gonna need a water pump.
Okay.
It's 100%. Needs a water pump, which is to be expected. On every time I get a new motor, I get it running, points, condensers, coils, and a water pump. And for this motor, it's these 4 bolts here. Usually, these motors have a plate, or once I pull the 4 bolts, it'll drop down low enough and reveal the shift linkage right there.
Okay.
That's what it should be. If I remember correctly, they stopped the lower unit thing in like 58.
Okay.
After 58, they stopped doing the where you had to pull the power head. When I undo those 4 bolts on the lower unit, it should drop like an inch, and then the 2 bolts for the shift linkage should be right there. 68, 6 horsepower, running flawlessly. Win number 3 for the day. We're going to change the water pump just to make sure she actually goes on the water. Until then, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you for enduring me. We'll see you in the next video. Sub up if you haven't already. For the love of Pete, 1000 is right around the corner.